Team skills. We're expected to be able to work as part of a team despite receiving little training to do so. Most job vacancies require good team skills or a team player without describing precisely what these attributes are. A lot of the academic research relates to stable, hierarchically structured teams. Phrases like norming, storming and performing abound. Other perspectives, such as Belbin, talk of the roles which individuals adopt within the team. These rules are behaviours rather than activity related to the execution of an explicit responsibility. Many of us do not have a fixed and stable team. We move between teams and play different parts as we do so. We may not have the opportunity to indulge in team-building activities, but we have to function effectively in each new gathering within minutes of meeting. Crew on board aircraft have to be able to form a cohesive team in short order. There's a huge amount of work to fit in, but the time from first meeting to undertaking the second most hazardous activity of the day can be less than an hour. Clarity of roles and shared expectations through standardised operating procedures, SOPs, help. Each team member has to be willing to function in a predictable way. The NASA University of Texas Team Skill Matrix was derived by direct observation of ad hoc teams. Researchers were looking for behavioural markers that would allow an observer or examiner to predict whether or not a team would be likely to perform effectively. It's a very good framework for discussing and teaching team skills. Team skills are the deliberate activities and behaviours which contribute to the outcome. The areas covered in this matrix of team skills are independently important and collectively critical. Some of the language may seem familiar, but it's worth briefly exploring each component. Leadership, followership, concern for the task refer to the acknowledgement of roles and responsibilities within the team. For this purpose, the expectations of engagement for the leader and the follower are identical, except that the leader has the last word. Briefing is the process which leads to the development and sharing of a plan with associated roles and responsibilities. It creates a shared understanding and addresses the issue of differences between mental models. There is a separate video dedicated to briefing in this series. Communication and decision is specifically directed at making the best informed decisions. Team members openly share both information and insight to achieve this. The leader carries the burden of responsibility, so must be the one to take the decision. Team self-feedback is the process of the regulation of behaviours and activities by mutual consent. It requires trust and honesty to be effective. Inquiry, advocacy, assertion reflect the increasing levels of intensity of communication, often characterised by should we should, we must. Workload distractions are about the regulation of demand and control of the working environment. We've already heard that overload leads to underperformance. Inappropriate distribution of workload within the team will lead to a waste of resources. Distractions can lead to vital steps being missed. Preparation, planning and vigilance reflect the management of the team, ensuring that the skills and resources are available in a timely fashion. Also, actively checking progress and looking for indication that things are not going to plan. Left to the last, interpersonal relationships, group climate, represents the gatekeeper to the effective execution of all the previous activities. The atmosphere, the sense of what we've referred to as psychological safety, is critical to success in all the other elements of the matrix. It should be seen as a professional duty to make a positive contribution. There are two parts to this particular skill. Interpersonal relationships are the social transactions. In the British social context, we are equal in terms of our humanity. We build these relationships through simple good manners. Group climate refers to the professional behaviour. The goal is to display consistent and consistently professional behaviour in the workplace. Team skills are personal responsibilities. Deliberately undertaking activities and engaging with the behaviours enables a great working atmosphere and allows any team which you join to perform at its best.